Hello vegan friends, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing okay. Today we're going to make something, guess what? Stuffed something. I always do stuffed things. Well, today we're going to be stuffing cabbages. So stuffed cabbage rolls, or as we call them in Greek, Lahanodolmades. Normally the stuffed cabbage rolls have minced meat, but of course we're going to do the vegan version, so no meat whatsoever. It's totally vegan and totally Greek. Well, Greek, of course, from that side of the map. So yeah, we don't need many things, so let's go to the kitchen and get started. So this is what we'll need. A cabbage, in my case is a nice curly cabbage, nice and soft and fresh. Some fresh onions, 2 or 3, 1 or 2 dry onions, some carrots, a lot of parsley and dill, some lemons for the sauce, some corn flour for the sauce, and of course olive oil, rice, salt and pepper. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take this cabbage and cut off this hard part over here and wash it. So that's what I cut off, this hard part. And you're left with a little tiny little bit of cabbage here, which you can eat. That's what I'm gonna do anyways, as the chef's snack. We're gonna be using a large pan to put the leaves in, and boiled water so that they can soften. So we have our boiling water here, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the leaves of the cabbage, are over here, and we're going to pour them in like so. I'll probably need some more water. But you got the picture. And we're going to be leaving them there to soften for about 5 to 10 minutes. Let's say 5 minutes. I'm going to cover that up and let it soften for 5 minutes. Meanwhile, I'll be starting to chop the other ingredients. The dill. You need a lot of dill, like half a cup. The parsley, a lot of parsley. Like both of them should be more than a cup. A couple of carrots, which is totally optional. My mom doesn't put carrots, but I think it's nice. It gives a little color. The green onions and the dry onions. To that, we will add half a cup of olive oil. I'm putting a third. Well, I think half a cup is kind of exaggerated. And about 3/4 of a cup of rice. I'm using risotto rice here. Some pepper, moving camera, and some salt. Not a lot of salt. Well, feel free to use as much salt and pepper as you wish. It's just that I don't want too much salt. And yeah, we're going to stir this beautiful thing and leave it aside while we prepare the cabbage leaves. Use some kind of tool. I found this. Not bad. We'll see. Anyways, to transfer the cabbage leaves from your pan to where you want them to dry out and cool out, because how else are you going to handle them if they're hot as hell? Okay, so do not throw away the water inside the pan, because we're going to be using it to make the sauce. So I kept half of the water in which the cabbage is boiled for my sauce, and then the rest of it I kept it to boil the rolls. Okay, now the cabbage leaves seem to be nice and cool, so we're going to start the stuffing. Now, some of the leaves cannot be stuffed, and that's okay. So if they're too big, we can also cut it in half. If they have this hard part here, we can just cut it off. I'll be cutting off this hard part, and I'll be throwing it in the pan when where we're going to cook everything. Okay, so there's your cabbage leaf. Take a little bit of the stuffing. You put it in the middle. You can actually put some more because this is a big leaf. Maybe a little more. And then we're going to roll it softly. Be careful. Need to secure both ends, top and bottom end, and then roll it like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it connection down in the pan. Okay, let's do one more. This hard part, chop it off, put it in the pan, and then what's left, we're going to put a little bit of stuffing inside and roll it while securing the ends, and roll it. I have too much cabbage left, no problem. I just put it in the pan. So here you have the bottom of the pan, which is full of the cabbages that we didn't use for stuffing, broken or too hard to chew. And then we're going to pick up every little roll that we have made and carefully place it on the bottom of the pan, creating a swirly thing. In the end, it should look something like that. You can either make a lot of small rolls, or you can make, like I did here, a few but big ones. As always, I have lots of stuffing. It's okay. If you use a bigger cabbage, of course you'll make much more dolma. I used a medium one because we're only two, so yeah. Not even sure my dog will appreciate this, so we'll try. Anyway, so then what we're going to do is we're going to use the water we have saved from boiling the cabbages, and we're going to cover the cabbage rolls with it like so. But before we do that, as I showed you with the dolma with vine leaves, first we're going to put a plate on top of them so that they can stay in place while we're cooking them. Then pouring as much water as we need to cover them all up with water. I think this will do the trick. And then adding on top of it olive oil. Maybe something like a third of a cup again. Now what I'm going to do is that I will also put all that stuffing which is left in here so that I have myself a little nice risotto. We're going to cover the pan and we're going to put the heat on to medium or high until they boil, and then we're going to lower it to low heat. Look at that, these are my legs mirroring on the pan. You know when they're ready, when the cabbage is soft and the rice is soft as well. Now, depending on the cabbage, you might need to soften it less or more. So at the beginning, when you put the cabbage leaves in the boiling water, well, leave it less time if it's already soft, or a little more time when it's kind of hard. In any case, do not exceed 10 minutes because then it's too soft and it's hard to handle and it breaks. But on the other hand, if it's too hard, then it takes longer to cook. So yeah, depending on the cabbage. Let's prepare the sauce meanwhile. So remember we had this cabbage juice? That's what we're going to use. Sneak peek on the cabbage rolls. They're boiling, so I'm going to lower the heat in low heat and take this dill off my pan. I'm going to be using the juice of 2 lemons. preferably without the bits, in which we're going to add 2 tablespoons, not very full, of corn flour. Well, it depends of how thick we want our sauce to be. I suggest you use this kind of tool to stir this and really, really dilute it in until it gives you something like that. We will pour that into our cabbage juice on high heat at the beginning. Just keep stirring until it boils. This gives you this nice lemony, not very thick, just beautiful lemony sauce. Light. After it boils, it will be even thicker. Just perfect. There it is. It's boiling. We're going to lower the heat now to low heat. And we're going to stir for a little bit more. I cannot really show you the consistency here, but it's kind of jelly-ish. It's thickening up. Although it's transparent, it's nice and thick. It's exactly how we want it. So it finally took only half an hour because I didn't have so many. Maybe if you have larger and harder cabbage, you'll need more time. Anyways, the rice is soft now and I'll take them off. First thing I'm going to do is that I am going to very, very, very carefully take the plate out using 2 forks or any other tools that you think. By the way, this is how my little risotto came out to be. It will be so perfect with the lemon in it, or the sauce that I made. Let's see what's happening in there. Looks pretty yummy. I'll just let it cool down before I can serve them in a plate. There you have it. We're going to pour some of this nice light sauce on top of them. My God, this is so yummy. And some more sauce. The sauce is what makes it special, actually, the lemon. You can just put lemon if you don't want to make the sauce. But you cannot eat them without lemon. As many Greek things, we cannot eat them without lemon. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. I hope you like the cabbage rolls. Do not hesitate to like if you liked it, and to put comments below, and subscribe if you want to. Okay, have a great day. Bye.